All right, of course, this is a Paul Kamansky song. Paul Kamansky, I'll say it again, is San Diego's greatest songwriter. Because he learned everything I could possibly teach him. No, he's a terrific songwriter. He uses phrases that create cinematic pictures in your head, and I love that. Of course, this song was, I think we played it, I'm pretty sure we played it in Country Dick and the Snuggle Bunnies at the Spring Valley Inn. It was every Sunday we used to play, in my memory, we used to play from 3 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock closing time. But there's all kinds of shenanigans going on in between. There was a ladder leading up to the roof out the back door with a very used mattress. One afternoon, one Sunday, we were playing, of course, and enjoying ourselves. It would get packed, of course, but we were hanging out with our favorite bartender there, and she had a Rolodex with all the cocktails on it, and Country Dick and Paul Kamansky and I decided we needed to drink every drink in the Rolodex that afternoon. So it really wasn't that full. There must have been 10 or 15 drinks in it, I guess. Stuff like Fuzzy Navel and all these weird drinks. All these terrible, bad for you drinks because they're sweet and they give you terrible hangovers. Well, later that night, Paul Kamansky and I found ourselves at the Mexican Village. And having drunk all afternoon, I wasn't going to drive home or anything. We could walk to my folks' house in Coronado. It was a mile. And but we met a couple of cute girls at the bar, and we asked them if they'd give us a lift. And they said, sure, yes, absolutely. You boys can get a ride with us. So we went out to their car. It was a 2-seater little sports car. And one of the girls said to me, you know, I'm a little too drunk. Would you drive? And I said, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, I'll drive. And so I was in the driver's seat, girl in the passenger seat next to me. Paul and his girl were stuffed into the bucket seats behind the front seats there. There were no back seats, of course, because it was just a little 2-seater sports car. We made it about a block and a half and got pulled over by the cops. And, you know, of course, that was my one and only 502. And it was just dumb. I should have known better, but after you've had a few drinks. And somebody said this to me recently because we were advising young Will about, you know, going into adulthood now like he is. And somebody that we were just happened to be, I think we were buying something at the store, and the guy behind the counter said, listen, young man, nothing good happens after 12 o'clock at night. But nothing good happens after you've been drinking all day and it's after 12 o'clock at night. So anyway, we used to do this song with the Snuggle Bunnies, and this became my song. I sang this song when we recorded it for the Beat Farmers, and it sort of became my song. But I've always, you know, told anybody that would listen that, of course, it was another brilliant composition by Paul Kamansky. One of these days I'm going to tell you how Paul and I were supposed to replace Buddy Blue in the Beat Farmers after Buddy left. And then it would have been Paul and I and Jerry Rainey on guitar. But, yeah, that's another story. Well, now the ghosts from these western lands are gonna rise up against English sands like a tumbleweed on a reckless course. There's barbed wire fences can't keep us apart. Where are the heroes that sang the most songs? You recognize a hero cause it don't belong. We gave up our youth and model railroad trains, picked up guitars and we changed our names with experience of a tortured youth. You turn up the music, you go in search of the truth. Times are getting tougher and there's no turning back. Times are getting tougher and those are the facts. They came by the thousands each and every day. They had no one to turn to, so we turned them away. Left the brightest remarks on these dressing room walls. They wasted away in nightclubs and dusty pool halls. Prospects were high till provisions ran low. Now we sleep beneath the moonlight under blankets of snow. Life is a high price to pay for these kicks. Stay out of the desert and keep off Route 46. It takes a young man's life, and it probably will, mining for gold in them Hollywood hills. Jerry Rainey. Wow, wow, wow. Do, 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 do. Wee, 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 woo. All right. I can't do the guitar part. Jerry doesn't sound like that at all. Hear the screams of the souls through the hills of Palisades. Down in Rock Canyon, they're digging up the graves. The old church is gone, some fool set ablaze. I'm doing the top of Chautauqua, check the lights of LA, and all things are different. Though nothing has changed, you can still find old empty beer bottles